It's the Texas weather discussion video for Tuesday, the 23rd of October. I'm Donovan Neal. Rain returns statewide tomorrow afternoon through Thursday morning. We stay dry today and we stay dry for Friday and the rest of the weekend. So here's the upper air look across the nation, across the continental United States. You can see we have a big trough in the western states, a bit of a ridge down near the Rockies, and lots of moisture from Wilma starting to feed into parts of Texas around the nation. Very chilly across the nation, especially up north where they're starting their day in the 20s and some places in the teens near North Dakota, but mostly 40s and 50s down here in the deep south. Across the watch warning map, things remain pretty quiet for this time of the year. Only a marginal risk for parts of the western United States near Arizona and parts of New Mexico. This is the average rainfall for the next 7 days, followed through Tuesday morning of next week. Heavier totals remain near the Gulf of Mexico and near the Texas border, near Houston and New Orleans. Amounts down here, about half an inch to an inch of rain expected through tomorrow. And again, that's anything that we see tomorrow. I think we stay dry for a good chunk of this week and a good chunk of next week. And on the tropics, nothing expected for the next 48 hours to 5 days across the Atlantic Basin. But as we focus on Hurricane Wilma in the Pacific, that is expected to make landfall on the Gulf of Mexico, not the Gulf of Mexico, on the coast of Mexico. Top winds 130 miles an hour as a Category 3 hurricane, it's expected to weaken rapidly. It's expected to dissipate by Wednesday afternoon past that point. But lots of the moisture could spin up a low from in the Gulf and produce lots of rain and for much of Texas, I mean. So let's go on to the model output and talk about this. This is the 060 around the GFS filed this afternoon at 1 o'clock. You can see we have that trough just to the west and to the northeast of us down here. Today we stay dry. Again, we do mention we'll mostly likely see some clouds from the moisture of the Wilma. So we'll mention a mixture of sun and clouds today. High should be in the low 70s. And here's Wednesday. This is tomorrow. You can see that moisture from the Gulf and the Pacific comes into Texas as one, and with that, we'll mention the chance of mostly widespread showers and thunderstorms during the afternoon, evening hours, and into Thursday morning. I'd say highs should be around 60 degrees due to the rain-cooled air. And here's Thursday. Thursday afternoon should be mostly dry as that activity lifts off to the east. The highs should go back to the mid 60s. We still will mention we'll still call a mix of sun and clouds with more clouds than sun. And here's Friday, pretty much the same deal, mix of sun and clouds. We go back to the low 70s on Friday. And here's the weekend. This is Saturday, pretty much the same deal, mostly but mixture of sun and clouds. High should be in the mid to low 70s. And same thing on Sunday. And here's Monday of next week. Pretty much the same deal. 1026 millibar high, located on the border between Kansas and Oklahoma. With that, high should be in the upper 60s to low 70s. Here's a week from today, Tuesday the 30th of October, troughing on the mid-Atlantic coast and troughing in the on the northern Rockies. Down here, we should remain dry. And I think Halloween we'll have a chance of at least a little bit of moisture and maybe a few scattered showers and thunderstorms. But here's the end of the 10-day forecast period. This is Thursday, the first day of November. We have troughing pretty much down here, and down here, that looks like we'll see a good chance of maybe a few isolated showers and thunderstorms. But you can see for the numbers for the next 15 days coming off of the GFS ensemble, you can see we do have a few days where temperatures may be in the 70s, but generally mostly in the mid to upper 60s for highs and mostly in the upper 40s to mid 50s for lows as we transition into November. That's it for the Texas weather discussion video for today on More Notes and Blog. Next video here is expected to be posted at around 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. If you can, catch your local TV stations on the air this afternoon at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and Godspeed.